Alrighty guys, I am back. Sorry it's been so long, but we've been working on a lot of stuff. So here we see that I have been doing a whole new setup for my Legos, a whole new spot for my Legos to go. That's a little bit more organized and more nice looking to the eye than it was before. So as you can see here, we have all of my Legos on this middle shelf that are sealed. I have a bunch of built stuff. This is Alexia's little Lego city that she's got going on here. But we'll go into this in another video. Today's video, we're going to be going over that ship right here. It's our public gunship review. And I've been putting it off for a while. I finally built it. And so I'm happy to finally go over that. So let's get right into it. Guys, as you can see, we finally finished that build. It is a larger build. It's 1,000 pieces. I mean, it's not huge because we'll be doing bigger ones, but it is longer, so I just went ahead and skipped through. Didn't want to time lapse the whole thing. I figured people didn't want to watch the time lapse on the whole thing, so but it's up here, part of our display here. I'm gonna go ahead and bring you over to my table so we can go ahead and review the gunship now. Alrighty guys, we are finally back with our review on this Coruscant Guard gunship. We finally finished the gunship and this video, to be honest with you. So just to start the video first, I'll be going over the minifigures, and then after that we'll be going over the build of the actual gunship. But first, let's just dive into the minifigures. As you get 5 minifigures in this set, you will be getting 2 shock troopers, Coruscant Guard troopers, whichever you prefer to call them. They're seen here. Followed after that, we will be getting the Commander Fox, which obviously is highly controversial and highly anticipated prior to this. And we'll go over him too as well. And then you're going to get a Chancellor Palpatine minifigure who has a double-sided face, so we'll go over that too. And then Padme, who is also controversial with the way that they ended up designing her. So here are the 5 minifigures that we have here. And then yeah, let's go into each of them. Okay, so the first minifigure we'll be going over is our Coruscant Guard trooper or shock trooper. This guy right here is going to be obviously one of 2. We'll just go over one. He's also featured in the new 2024 battle pack that I already have a review of. You can check now. I'll put a link right here for that video. But he's featured in there. They obviously had him in this set before. This set came up before that battle pack this year. So obviously I think they're repurposing the shock trooper by doing so. But obviously nonetheless he's going to be included in this gunship. You're going to get 2 of them. The exact same figure, so you do have those helmet holes on the side, whether you like them or not. You are able to attach visors, antennas onto those helmets as well. For the actual printing design of this shock trooper, again, I talked about it in the previous battle pack, but I do like the design of this shock trooper. I think it's great. I think it's the best we've had so far, minus the helmet holes. I do wish kind of there were only 4 Commander Fox in this set, just because Commander Fox has that visor that's actually specific to him. But overall, I do love the new shock troopers. Like I said, you do get 2 of them here, which is nice. You can build an army with that other battle pack and kind of have a force to go with your gunship if you do buy the gunship. And here's Commander Fox, who comes outfitted with 2 blasters, and I don't believe these are the blasters that he comes with, by the way. I just have them. He comes with the bigger ones. I changed them out because the bigger ones honestly look ridiculous. I'll put an image of them right here. Yeah, so those are the blasters that they come out with. I just think they look way too big to be on the character. I don't know why. I just think it looks stupid. So I took them off and put these blasters on. I forgot to change them back for the review. But overall, Commander Fox is a big miss, unfortunately, guys. He is way off of what we see So we'll just go from top down. So first things first, the visor that comes on with Commander Fox, I just don't like. I feel like there could have been more detail, and there still could be more details to these visors with Commander Cody as well, and obviously Captain Vaughn not even having his print. So we do have the visor though for Commander Fox. The helmet, I don't have too much flack with the helmet. Helmet's pretty accurate for what we see in Clone Wars, and it's pretty nice and printed on too, so it's not looking, I guess, like it would scrape with the red. I was kind of concerned with that all red helmet, but honestly it's pretty good. The chest and the I guess you could say the torso piece is where we really start to flack. So as you can see here, the torso piece is definitely not white. It's not just the lighting that I have going on here, it's pink. So they really dropped the ball on that torso piece there. I don't know if it's a printing issue Lego has. I can research this for you guys if you want, but I genuinely think that it's just a misprint. Like, and it's on all of the Commander Foxes you're gonna get. It's gonna be pink. Not only is it pink, but the little undercarriage piece right there is actually supposed to be red. It's not supposed to be white or pink in this situation, but white. It's supposed to be red. They also misprinted that too, according to the source material. So, like I said, it is just really a shame that they messed up so much on the Commander Fox. We haven't got a Commander Fox since the Phase 1 Fox, and we get a Phase 2 Fox, and it honestly just was a letdown. You can get, I've seen custom torsos in Lego for that chest print, so that way you can go ahead and replace it. Just the chest piece, which is nice. So if you would like, I can put a link to that in the description. But yeah, so that's kind of the biggest issue with Commander Fox, is that chest print is just way off. The pants or the legs, not too bad. The big thing is just the waist cape. I'm sure most people just really want actual waist capes. People want actual waist capes these days. We don't want the printed waist capes that you see on Clone Troopers now. Just for at least the commanders, I understand some minifigures you can't do the printed, or you can't do the cloth waist capes just for the sake of they're not a specific commander. But I mean, we got two 12th Airborne Troopers that had actual waist capes, cloth waist capes, and now we're getting commanders without. It's just tactic for Lego to save money. Printing is obviously cheaper, I think, than making a bunch of cloth pauldrons and commas, but you know, it is what it is. It still looks terrible in my opinion. It doesn't, and I think the biggest gripe I have with it is if we're gonna do printed waistcapes, that's fine, but let's at least print all the way around the legs. As you see here, once you get to the side, there's no printing in the back, no printing, it's just on the front, and it's honestly super hard to see. Most people won't even see it. If you're not a huge Star Wars fan and pay attention to the characters, you'll miss it. But right in there, you're gonna see the waistcapes on both sides. I just don't think that's a exception. I think Lego makes plenty of money to be doing a cloth waistcapes. They've done it in the past, and this honestly sets apart their product when you have a cloth waistcape on the commanders. I think it looks way better, and it just gives kids, I think, even too, more play feature. Kids don't even notice the cloth now, don't even notice the waistcape now. So we'll dive into that a little bit more too once we talk about the gunship as far as play features go. Okay, let's just go on forward to Chancellor Palpatine now, and we can discuss that. Alrighty, and here is Palpatine in all of his gloriness. I do think that Palpatine is the best figure in this set, to be honest with you guys. The robes on that front print that go down look awesome. If you move to the side here, you will see that the back print also has those robes as well. I think that looks great. And then on top of that, this hair piece, I don't think we've seen on Palpatine yet, but I think it looks great on him too as well. It matches what we see in the source content of the actual Clone Wars TV show and even the movie itself. What's also nice about Palpatine is he's going to come with, I'm going to pull this off here so you can see, a dual-sided, or not dual-sided, but I guess both-side printed faces, dual-sided printed faces. So on the back side, he has the happy face, or at least the calm Palpatine. On the front here, that's the more stressed, angry Palpatine. So you can switch it to whatever you want to do, but I just left it on the angry Palpatine. It reminds me of what he actually is. So I will go ahead and leave it like that and put the hairpiece on there to go with it right there. But I think that looks great like that. This Palpatine, like I said, is just the best we've had, I think. And on top of that, it's the best minifigure in this set. So cheers to that. And at Palpatine actually looking like a great Palpatine. So let's dig right into Padme now. Alrighty, so here we have Padme, and the reason why I earlier said that she was controversial is just due to the fact that they recycled her face print. So we had an awesome face print for Padme in the 2012 Gunship, and it was accurate to what Padme actually looks like. Here we're going to see Padme with the outfit that I think looks great for what the source material is from the Clone Wars. I think the outfit matches correctly to what it should. It would be cool to see dual molded legs here, but I think it's a little bit more to ask for a regular Padme who has just the brown pants on in the source material. The biggest, like I said, gripe that we have with this is the face. Not only does the face, let me pull this off, have the same exact face that Jyn Erso has. It is the exact same face. So she has a two-sided, one there and one here. We have the exact same face Jyn Erso has, and I just think that this is just way off. If you look closely, that's actually not her mole that she has there, or beauty mark. That is actually just the smirk on the minifigure's face, and that is just, like I said, not correct to the source material for Padme. I just think that they could have did better again with this face. It's just, again, another tactic for Lego to save money. Again, I do not think that that's an exception to do this. The set does cost $139, so I think that we should be getting what we consider to be the best version of Padme, and this is just not it, unfortunately. I'm trying to get my camera to focus here one last time so you guys can get a good image over there. She is. So yeah, it comes with the hair piece here. So I mean, obviously people have been wanting to get a new Padme, and we did, and it was just kind of a letdown here too. If you were to buy the actual head from the 2012 Gunship, it costs a lot on Bricklink, but you can get that if you want to replace that with this face, or replace it from this face. But overall, I do like the Padme. I just kind of wish they made her own face print. It wasn't just recycled, again, to save money. So let's go ahead and go into the actual build of the Gunship. Okay, we've arrived at the actual build of the Gunship, and I'm giving a top-down view just so that way I can kind of maneuver the ship a little bit better, and so you guys can see everything that I want you to see as far as the build here. So first things first, that this is a 1089 piece set, I believe, and this set is not as fun as 2012 to build. I will just say it up front. This set is kind of a pain. The reason why is because of how much smaller they have now made this Gunship. The Gunship is significantly smaller than the 2012 Gunship. That is honestly my favorite Lego set probably of all time. If not Lego sets, definitely my favorite Gunship of all time. But yeah, this set is much smaller. So the building process, you feel it when it's smaller. That's the first thing to say. Second thing I would say, overall, durability on this Gunship is amazing. That's one thing that they knocked out the park with. If this is for a child, like Lego is, they are going to have a great time playing with the Lego. It is honestly so strong. You can pull it, you can shake it on this, nothing's going to break off. It feels strong. It holds up with the minifigures and playing around with them. So the wings, obviously there's rattle. It's Lego, but it's not going to fall apart or anything like that. So overall, great structurally built. It's super strong with Technic in the inside, and then they do have a little Technic rod here for you to pull up and carry the ship as like this, just right here. It is, again, smaller, so it's kind of hard. In fact, the actual set requires you to bring this piece down as like a hook, and for me it's just like I don't like feeling like barely being able to pick it up, so I was like, I'm just gonna make it straight so it's an actual handle for me. So that's one thing I changed to, just because, like I said, it is a little bit smaller. And I have the 2012 Gunship I can show you guys here in comparison, but if you want to open this up here, you can to play with some minifigures in the inside of that ship. However, it is extremely tight. This is as big as that cup, or is that opening will come open now. That's it. Even if you're a kid with small hands, it's still pretty tough. There's detail here that is honestly missed because of how small the gunship is. If you look closely here, there is that little cubby there that opens up. Can't even reach it really because of the fact that it's so small. If you push this wing down, there is this little lever here that you would pull open to open and access the inside. Again, I love how the door shuts completely. It's not source accurate again though, because the doors should open down the middle and it should open that way, where this side would open this way and that would open. There are modifications for this. I've seen other YouTubers do this, so that's something that you could do. So like I said, to get those minifigures in there, it's just so tight. Anything on these first few studs here is going to get knocked when you shut the door like that too, so that's just not fun. And I'll bring the 2012 Gunship to kind of give you a comparison of like how much better that was in the interior and how much bigger it was. And that honestly, for a Gunship, it isn't very important to make the Gunship a little bit bigger so you can carry troops. That's what the Gunship is, you know, that's what it was specialized in. But it does have another little, I guess you could say, storage here. Remember that logo is for the Republic. If you look in here, there's nothing in there. It doesn't come with anything in the set. Again, where's the play feature there? All the other Gunships had something. So again, it's just lacking. And then if we set this down, we do have the two cockpits. Again, I feel a little sad about this. It's cool to see the stickers here with the Republic logo, but the glasses are just clear. And in the other Gunships, we have tan glasses, we have customized glasses, which I think, again, Lego's trying to save money by not doing any sort of decal on these or any sort of tan on that. So that's another way they kind of went around that. The little ball turrets here are honestly great. They're so much stronger than previous models, so that's one thing I do love about this. It's not going to fall out. It's completely in there. We have a rear ball turret just like our previous Gunships. This one again it's in there with the same mechanism as the 2012, and that's worked just fine. We do have this open up here. We have a little Republic logo for the back tray, and then in this back tray it'll open up. Again, this is just another shortcoming, I would call it, but Lego had a little speeder in here for Anakin in the 2012 model. This model doesn't come with anything, and that's again another flack. We're paying $139, which I think is more than the MSRP of the 2012 when it released. So again, it's just a shame to see this. They tried to do more play features on the wings. As you can see, there's no ball turret, or I guess ball cockpit here. You're just gonna have little flick fire missiles. I'm not gonna flick them because they're gonna go somewhere, but you have that on both sides of the Gunship, obviously, to match. On the previous model, we are gonna have the actual cockpit and actual holding for the clone troopers to be inside of, so I do miss that. They went ahead and replaced it with the flick fire missiles. Again, there are custom I guess things I've seen on YouTube where you can remove this simply by just pulling it off. On the back side here, there's a little nub here. You can actually replace that with the actual pilot seat if you'd like to, or at least the bubble glass windshield, so that way it looks like it was a pilot seat there. But overall, I do think that's just Lego missing out. Again, doing a play feature, which is awesome, but going away from the source material. And if we're going to do that, at least give enough interior space or a speeder back here. We got to have one of the two. So but overall, the Gunship is, I think, design and color accurate to what we see. As far as features, doors, and stuff like that, it is lacking compared to the Gunship, which I'm actually going to pull over here. The Gunship compared to its predecessor is just so much smaller. And unfortunately, you can see that here. I'm just going to do a side-by-side. And yeah, boom. It's just, I mean, we're talking a whole third off of the old Gunship. And that, like I was talking about with that handle, this one over here has the same type of thing. It's flat straight out rather than hooking. But this one's so much bigger. It's so much easier for me to pick it up. Those little back storage behind this wing back here that I showed you guys, yeah, well, it's here again, and you can actually access it, which is nice. Here we have ball turrets that open up, and the wing, or not the wing, the side door will actually pull open like this, And look how much more space we got. We got plenty of space here to put minifigures. And then the back side where we have the little tray to slide open back here. We're gonna open this up, and boom, we have a right here, if it pulls down, we have a little speeder. And you can use that as a play feature. We have the ball turret that I was talking about, which is also still pretty strong. We have more storage here. And to the side here, we have that little ball turret I was talking about, or I guess ball, like co-pilot, you could say. We have it here, where you can put a minifigure in there, and you can close it. And it's another play feature, and they have it on both sides. And then over here, we have the cockpit that's tan. That's actually tanned. It has more design. You can put stuff in there too. We have a little doorway for another minifigure to go on each side. We have this that opens up right here. And this actually is a play feature where it drops bombs like this as well. So it's just, it's endless, you know. It's not honestly even a competition. You look at this gunship, you see, oh, it's Coruscant guard. That's nice. It's not a typical white gunship, basic gunship we get. It's a new style of a gunship, which is awesome. But we really missed out on the size, the playability, the actual correct to source material, the minifigures. It's honestly just nowhere up to par to what we've had in the past. And businesses shouldn't be progressing, or shouldn't be degressing, but that's the case here at Lego. It should be progressing, so it should be bigger. It should be more source accurate. We should have more play features. We should have better minifigures, but unfortunately, Lego missed out on this one this time. We do have also missiles up here. Don't mind these blue pieces. I put those there. But over here, we don't even have that at all on the Coruscant guard gunship. So yeah, there's just, you know, these things that honestly shouldn't be changing to where it's worse than the previous model. But this is my favorite ship, so I'm maybe a little biased regarding that. But it does also way better than the new gunship. So but overall, I do like this gunship. Out of a 10, like I've been rating all my other sets, it's probably gonna get a 6.5. It's pretty low on the schedule there. So I mean, 0.5 point just for the fact that Padme's face is incorrect. Another point for Commander Fox being just terrible. Helmet holes could be a 0.5 point. The no bubble cockpit turrets on the side could be another point. If you spin this around, no missiles for design could be another point. I mean, we're way over 6.5 now at this point. The no speeder bike could be another one. You know, the fact that you can't get minifigures in here very easily, and it's supposed to drop minifigures. That's the whole point in a gunship. So yeah, there's just a few things, you know, that Lego is just doing to make it more cost efficient for Lego Star Wars sets that they're making and producing, but it makes a huge difference as a consumer once we get those. And so I just think that Lego would do a better job at just, you know, doing the extra mile for the gunship in comparison to its predecessor, like here with the gunship, and we would be more happy. So overall, like I said, 6.5. And those minifigures do play a big part in that score. So I think you should get it? Yes. I think it's still awesome to have a Commander Fox, even though it's pink. I do think it's awesome to have a new gunship. We've waited almost 10 years, I think, for this now. Came out in 2013 or 2023, 2012, so 11 years. This was going through till 2013, so about 10 years now. So we've waited a long time. We've waited a long time for something like this. I wouldn't mind waiting longer for something better. That's just how I view it. However, I would pick this up when it's on sale. It's not a bad idea, but for the cost that it is right now, I would just stay away until that does go on sale. Probably doesn't have much longer on the shelves. I would say probably till the end of this year, maybe middle of next year. So we should start seeing more sales for this soon. And that's when a good time would be to pick it up, maybe at a Walmart for sale, or if Lego does go on a sale before it retires. So, but for now, I would just steer clear, go grab some of those other sets that are a little bit better. This will be here. You could also go to Bricklink just to get the minifigures if you don't care about the build. But overall, 6.5 out of 10, maybe wait for sale. Lego kind of missed on this one, guys, unfortunately. Be sure to check out my other videos. I'm going to have a couple links here that'll pop up, and you can click one of those to watch one of my other ones. And stay tuned for more reviews like this and future episodes that I'll be showing of my whole room here that I'm working on here that we got going. With all of these sets, I'll be doing some more reviews on. This looks like a huge mess, but I currently have a mock I'm building for BrickCon. And then I do also do some custom minifigures here. I've been decaling some minifigures here. There's a wolf pack, and so stay tuned for some decaling videos. And if you want to buy some of the decaling videos, I do have it on eBay under P&W Minifigs, so you can go ahead and find me there and buy some of those. But stay tuned for more content. Thank you. Like and subscribe.